Have you ever noticed how for some people, just the thought of alone time feels like walking into this big, empty room,
Huh.
maybe a bit echoey?
Yeah, like it's highlighting something missing.
Exactly. But then, for others, it's completely different. It's like this wide open space, maybe a blank canvas, just shimmering with possibilities,
Hmm.
waiting for them.
Hmm.
So today, in this deep dive, we're really leaning into that second view. We're going to unpack uh, quite a stack of sources here, psychological studies, personal development stuff,
Right.
and look at alone time, not as something scary, something to fix, but, well, maybe as a gift, something to explore and even enjoy.
A gift, yeah. I like that framing.
Our mission, really, is to help you sort of transform your relationship with solitude, to see that building a fulfilling solo life, it isn't about settling. It's about finding out how much more is already inside you.
It's a shift, isn't it? From thinking about what's lacking to focusing on self-discovery, abundant self-discovery. And we'll pull out some key insights, look at the benefits of intentional solitude, and importantly, some practical ways, backed by research, to make it, a real cornerstone of a good life.
Okay, so let's jump right in. There's a big distinction our sources really hammer home because it gets mixed up all the time.
Hmm.
Alone time is definitely not the same as loneliness.
Absolutely fundamental.
Loneliness is that unwanted feeling, right? Can be painful, and you can feel it even when you're packed in a room full of people. It's like a disconnect.
Exactly. It's about the quality of connection or lack thereof, not physical presence, but solitude. That's different.
How so?
Well, solitude, the kind we're talking about, is an active choice. It's a deliberate decision. I am choosing to be with myself right now.
Okay.
And what's really interesting, something a lot of sources in, say, positive psychology point out, is that making that intentional choice unlocks specific benefits, things that are pretty hard to get any other way.
So, okay, I choose to be alone. What does that actually, open up for me? What are these benefits?
Well, first off, freedom. Freedom from outside expectations. Sounds simple, maybe, but think about how much mental energy we spend trying to meet what we think others want.
Yeah, that's true.
Removing that gives you incredible clarity in your thoughts, your decisions. And it's not just about chilling out, dude. That's good, too. Some neuroscience sources suggest it helps the prefrontal cortex, boosts problem solving, allows for what they call divergent thinking.
Divergent thinking, like creativity.
Pretty much. Thinking outside the box. One study actually showed people came up with significantly more original ideas after just 20 minutes alone, undistracted, compared to like a group brainstorm.
Wow, okay.
So it gives you space for creativity, yeah, but also reflection and just plain neural rest, which we all need. And maybe most importantly, it helps you understand yourself better, your real needs, your rhythms, what you actually dream about without all the external noise.
That sounds powerful, actually.
Mhm.
Moving from just reacting to everything around you to being more proactive.
That's a great way to put it.
So the mindset shift we mentioned, it's like stop asking, oh no, what am I missing out on by being alone?
Right.
And start asking, okay, what amazing things can I actually create or discover in this space? Some behavioral economic sources even suggest this reframing from lost opportunity actually changes how your brain experiences it, makes it more engaging.
It really does. It changes the whole feel of it.
So once we get that distinction and the potential power here, the next question is, well, how do we do it? How do we build a life that uses this solitude effectively?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, it's not about becoming a hermit. It's about designing a life on your terms that feels right for you. And our sources have some really practical strategies for this.
They did. And one of the first ones, maybe the most impactful, is designing a routine that centers you.
A routine, like schedules.
Not necessarily rigid schedules, more like small rituals, daily or weekly things that are just for you, that bring you joy or calm. Could be a quiet morning coffee, really savoring it, or a walk where you just notice things, maybe journaling at night. The key thing that the sources really stress is that it has to reflect you, not who you think you should be or what the world wants. It's about carving out little pockets of time just for self-nourishment.
I have to admit, my quiet morning coffee sometimes involves frantic searching for keys while spilling it.
Yeah, life happens. But the sources weren't all about perfect, calm moments. They suggested starting really small, finding tiny slots even in a busy day. That makes it doable.
Right, right. Okay, what else?
Another big one, making your physical space reflect your spirit, your home. It shouldn't feel like a waiting room, you
A
know?
waiting room for what? Yeah, I get that.
It should be your sanctuary. Environmental psychology research consistently shows our surroundings massively impact our mood, our focus. So fill it with colors, smells, objects, lighting, whatever brings you peace or joy or even just playful energy.
Just for you, not for guests necessarily.
Exactly. It's about creating an environment that supports your well-being first, reflects your inner world.
Okay, this next one really jumped out at me from the readings because it feels so freeing. Exploring interest without needing anyone's permission.
Oh, yes. That's huge.
When you're solo, you have this incredible freedom. You don't have to compromise or check if someone else is interested. Want to try pottery, just so,
For it.
or I don't know, learn coding, or binge watch space documentaries all weekend.
Why not? Research shows that pursuing things just because you enjoy them, that intrinsic motivation is a massive predictor of life satisfaction. Your curiosity is the only compass you need. Follow it. No need for anyone else to approve.
Yeah, you don't need a co-pilot for your hobbies.
Not at all. And this connects to another vital point, one we often forget when we're chasing big goals.
Yeah.
Practice self-celebration.
Celebrating yourself feels a bit
Yeah.
awkward sometimes.
It can, but sources on self-compassion say it's crucial for well-being. Mark your milestones, even tiny ones. Finally cleared out that junk drawer.
Huh. That would be a miracle worth celebrating.
Exactly. Treat yourself to a nice coffee. Finish a tough project. Buy yourself flowers. Toast your wins, big or small. When you're crafting this solo life, you get to be your own biggest cheerleader. You deserve that praise from yourself. And studies actually show people who do this regularly tend to have higher self-esteem, more resilience. It builds you up.
That makes sense. But did the sources talk about, like, the risk of getting too inward focused, spending loads of time alone, maybe losing perspective? How do you balance that?
That's a really important question, and yes, they absolutely did. The balance comes from the final strategy. Seek meaningful connection, not just frequent connection.
Meaningful versus frequent. Okay.
A fulfilling solo life isn't about isolation. It's actually about being more intentional, maybe even more discerning about the relationships you cultivate.
So quality over quantity.
Precisely. Focusing on friendships and connections that genuinely align with your peace, that respect your need for space, and that, energize you rather than drain you. Research backs this up. Quality of connection is what hits our happiness meter, not just the number of contacts. It's okay to have a smaller, really supportive circle.
Right. Better view deep roots than lots of shallow ones that just pull energy.
You got it.
So if we kind of tie all these threads together,
Yeah.
when you start embracing alone time deliberately, consciously, something shifts, doesn't it?
A big shift.
You start to realize,
Yeah.
hey, wait a minute, I'm not actually lacking anything here. I'm just like discovering all this stuff that was inside me all along. Just needed the quiet to notice it.
It's a revelation about self-worth, really. You begin to internalize some incredibly freeing truths.
Like what?
Like your happiness doesn't actually depend on someone else paying attention to you or whether your Friday night is booked up.
Right. Your value isn't tied to your social calendar.
Exactly. Your worth isn't measured by how busy you seem.
Yeah.
And maybe the biggest one, your life already has meaning right now. Just because you are living it, it's moving away from needing external ticks of approval to just knowing internally.
Yeah. It's not like you're stuck in limbo. You're not just waiting for something or someone to make your life start.
No.
Our sources were really clear on this. You are not less than. You are becoming. You're actively crafting this fulfilling life piece by piece. And you need to know. You're already whole. You're worthy. You are enough.
It's about building a life that's so rich and full on its own that if you choose to invite someone else in, it's purely an addition, a wonderful bonus, not a requirement to feel complete.
Beautifully put. So as we wrap up this deep dive, the main takeaway is alone time. When you really embrace it, when you're intentional about it, it's not an empty room at all.
Far from it.
It's this incredible, powerful gift for discovering yourself, for real growth, and, yeah, for finding deep, genuine fulfillment.
Absolutely. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. What's one small, intentional step you could take, maybe even today, to start unwrapping that gift of your own alone time? To begin creating something truly meaningful just for you?